You already know the basics of standard MLA citation. You know that crediting a source usually means putting the author's last name and a page number in parentheses at the end of a sentence. It's the academic equivalent of driving on a well-marked highway. But real-world research rarely stays on the highway. Soon enough, you are going to encounter massive blocks of text that need quoting, websites with no visible authors or publication dates, and writers quoting other writers. The clean rules start to get messy. And when you hit these edge cases, guessing how to format your citations actively damages your academic credibility. If the formatting is inconsistent, your reader gets completely lost trying to verify your evidence. Advanced MLA formatting functions as a precise navigational map. It is a standardized system designed so your reader can retrace your steps and find the exact evidence you use to build your argument. The first major roadblock you will hit is the extended quotation. Any quote that runs longer than 4 lines in your essay requires a specific visual shift to signal its importance to your reader. Look at how a block quote is built. The entire paragraph is indented from the left margin, marking it as borrowed text, so you remove quotation marks. Finally, the period goes before the parenthetical citation, the exact opposite of a standard quote. Integrating a massive block of text requires a logical framework to ensure your own voice isn't drowned out by the source material. We do this using a structure called the quote sandwich. Here is how you build it. The top piece of bread is your signal phrase, introducing the context. The meat is the quote itself. Finally, the bottom piece is your analysis, explaining how the evidence proves your point. These specific formatting rules and integration techniques maintain the flow of your paper. They ensure the reader knows exactly where your voice ends, where the source begins, and why the evidence matters. Sometimes you need to quote an author, but you only found their words inside someone else's article. This is called citing an indirect or secondary source. To handle this, MLA uses the quoted in rule. Introduce the original speaker in your sentence, but your parenthetical citation will read QTD in, followed by the author of the text you read. This credits the speaker while mapping your actual source. But what happens when you step into the online environment? Digital articles and websites frequently lack clear authors or publication dates. When there is no specific author listed, the protocol is simple. The title of the article becomes your primary anchor. You place a shortened version of the title in quotation marks right inside the parentheses. Looking at these text citations, you'll see the protocol for missing page numbers. If the source provides paragraph numbers, you use those. If there are no numbers at all, you simply leave them out. You never invent a page number. Even when data is missing, applying these specific rules provides your reader with an unbroken logical trail to find the original material themselves. Your research will likely take you beyond printed text and into time-based media, like documentaries, podcasts, or films. You cannot cite a page number for a video. Instead, you use a specific timestamp, formatted as hours, minutes, and seconds, to give the reader exact coordinates for where a quote or scene occurs. And pay attention to how you format the title itself. Unlike short articles, which go in quotation marks, the titles of full-length films and videos are always italicized. Finally, you will eventually run into a source written by a massive research team. Listing 3, 4, or 10 authors in a single sentence disrupts your reader's focus. To fix this, MLA swaps out the crowd for a Latin abbreviation, at all, which translates to and others. You simply list the very first author's name, followed by at all, to keep the citation clean and concise. All of these formatting decisions prioritize your reader's navigational speed. You are providing enough information to be totally accurate without creating unnecessary visual clutter. Whether managing 4-line block quotes, referencing an obscure documentary, or an authorless webpage, there is always a logical, standardized protocol to follow. When you apply these rules consistently, you act as a reliable guide. You remove any friction that might cause the reader to question where a source came from or question your ethics as a researcher. A flawlessly cited paper provides structural proof that your research is exhaustive, rigorous, and highly credible. Mastering this map allows you to graduate from simply reporting facts to confidently participating in a sophisticated academic conversation.